hunting was great and all, but if somebody finds a 65 million year old chocobo skeleton, that's going to set back science a whole bunch. Welcome back to Chrono Trigger Plus. We decided to take a little detour and go to 65 million BC because I wanted to visit some relatives of mine. And I thought it was safe from humans, but no. Square decided to put a bunch of Unga Bungas where they don't belong. And also there's reptiles here, and they stole our gate key. We're stuck here. I went and did some hunting on the off-screen. I got the whole prehistoric set. Stone fists, rock helms, ruby vests. Got a bunch of money, as you can see right there. I went a little far in some places. And I also found a new spot to find a new at. It's a new spot, literally. Right here. This area over here can also spawn a new sometimes. So that must be where the other new was hiding when none of them showed up on the right side of the map. But I did a whole bunch of tech farming. A whole bunch of tech farming. I have the heal beam now. And we're preparing for the Uzi punch with an extra Z because it's extra powerful. Robo's really good with Uzi punch. Isla's got the cat attack, the rock throw, and the only steal you'll get in the game, the charm. Now she's working on tailspin. Chrono's got cleave. He's working on a revive spell. We got a whole bunch of new dual techs. Look at this. I want to be showing off some of these. There's just so many new techs I got from those 30 tech points from the news. But we're looking for information right now. We're done with hunting. We're hunting for reptiles now. We've moved up. Okay, that was easy. They went to the forest maze. And Kino is also gone missing. I'm kind of suspicious of that guy. He was a little jealous before. The forest maze is not exactly what it says on the tin. You'll see it in a bit. If we follow the prince, we'll find a lair. The reptiles aren't that much more intelligent than the Unga Bungas. Might as well heal up while we're here. They're hard to beat, but one of the Unga Bungas up here will tell you a little secret to defeating dinosaurs, in case you need that in everyday life. Thunder stuns all dinosaurs, which is why Chrono's in our group. Chrono has the only lightning spells, and they do terrific damage to dinosaurs. Well, here's the forest cave. Oh, okay, that was easy. Hi, Kino. He looks a little guilty. Oh, right, I have Robo as the leader. He's supposed to say Chrono stuff, because this game is hard-coded for Chrono to still be mandatory. Wow, I was actually right. I was being a little humanist, but I hate being right. Stop being jealous! He's lucky. She could have cracked the skull with that hit. Isla likes Kino. You know what they say about the girls hitting the boy. Yes, apologize to the robot. Give us back our gate key. We want to get out of here. This is silly. Now the reptiles have officially taken it. This is a double mugging. So we're going to have to follow those tracks to that reptile lair that guy was talking about. And Kino's going to watch the place. Do you want to really trust him with that, you know, because of what he did? Oh, there's nothing bad going to happen to Ayla. She's a protagonist now. Also, there's a bunch of treasure on the beaten path, or off the beaten path. Literally the beaten path. We're following it. Well, might as well show off some dual techs here. on these gold eaglets. Finally some birds in the game, but they're not a Gastornis, so they gotta go. So that was Voltbite. If you need to know what went on there, Chrono struck Isla with lightning, and then she bit them with it. Like Sekiro. That is crazy. Let's try out the Max Cyclone. I gotta admit, Voltbite is pretty badass. And Max Cyclone is basically just a bigger Cyclone. How about Boogie? This is Heal Beam plus Charm. It inflicts slow on everybody. Eventually the gold eaglets will change color and gain fire abilities. They'll counterattack with fire. Unless you hit them with magic, I believe. Or kill them outright because you're overpowered from all the hunting. They're still dropping monster parts though, in case you need them. But there's treasure all over the place in here. There's also battles all over the place. Be a little careful. There's triggers. I'm trying to avoid most of them. It could get a little irritating in here. I avoided that trigger at least. I wanted to open the chest. There's mid-ethers. There's life waters. There's shelters. Mid-potions. Or mid-tonics, as the game originally called them. I think there's a trigger here too. Yeah, we'll be seeing some of these monsters later anyway. I don't want to be dealing with them right now. I'm trying to follow Riptides. Though the forest maze isn't exactly all that mazy. It's not amazing, I'll tell you that much right now. Pretty much because the Riptides are giving away their location. We lose their trail a little bit here, but we get it back over here. I'm looking for more treasure chests. Well, I was bound to hit a trigger sooner or later. It's just some runners, though. We do have a steel, but it's not great on the runners, because all they drop is, like, horns or fangs or something. Let's try a drill kick. Cyclone plus Isla equals an Isla top. Doesn't do a lot of damage, though. Let's try a spin kick instead. Once this ATB bar fills up. There we go. Not so much a spin kick as it is just a spike. Treat her like a volleyball. Here's Cleave, originally called the spin cut. There is no spinning, only cutting. Man, these enemies are resistant against physical. A little small for a Parasaur Fist too. And I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I played that Jurassic Park Zoo Tycoon type game, and that's how they pronounce it there. I always called them the Parasaurolophus. Maybe I was wrong about this. Maybe my childhood is just a lie. Maybe I never was in an egg at all. I don't remember being there. Oh, right, there's the memory. Anyway, treasure. There's treasure here. I think I just took a long way around, a scenic route, as you will. I see something up there. It tells me I just skipped something. So that doesn't look normal. I don't remember seeing that in the fossil record. Then again, there's also that puffy koala there. So we're gonna Voltbite this thing, because it's actually weak against the lightning. That cave ape. Doesn't look like it lives in no cave. The wings make no sense, the horns... What were they doing with this thing? That was like Darwin's grab bag. Anything new here? Nah, just Heal Beam. Heal Beam could heal everybody in the party for a little bit. About 70 HP or so. It's pretty good in a pinch. How about the Falcon hit? We'll use Isla's Rock Toss and Chrono. And he can stab people in the air. Monster Hunter style. Monster Hunter has gotten quite anime. I usually use the Charge Blade in Monster Hunter, because it's fun to use. It's relevant. We're fighting monsters. Well, prehistoric monsters, but monsters nonetheless. Yeah, there's that other treasure I wanted. I needed to take a right. If we kept on going straight, we would run right into another treasure chest over here. There's a lot more treasure. There's a lot more triggers leading to the treasure that I'm kind of avoiding. I'm just hugging the sides for dear life, because I just don't want to fight too many battles. It would take up the whole video otherwise. But there you go, that was the forest maze. It wasn't a maze. That was not a maze. You guys need to learn the English, because that's not a maze. If you get lost in there, you don't deserve the breed. Sorry. You have been Darwined out. I like this area. This area is actually kind of unique. There are these evil weevils. They're walking around in set patterns, and sometimes they'll decide to dig a hole like this one here. But depending on where they dig the hole, it'll lead you someplace different. If you bump into them, you'll start a battle with them. You don't want to do that. I'm just waiting for one of them to dig a hole. If it digs one up here, in the top right, it'll lead you to a mid-ether and a ruby vest, and maybe an elixir. If it digs down here, like this guy's doing, that hole will lead to also to a full ether, a full tonic, and a ruby vest. Over in this section, if they dig a hole, it's a mid-ether and a full tonic in there. And up in here, you just get nothing. You just get some battles, and that's it. Looks like this dude right here, most likely to dig in the top right, is not exactly digging in the top right now, is he? Though I can charm with these guys. There's a bottom right hole, or bottom left hole. Maybe this qualifies as top right. Yeah, I'll fight these and move on with my day. You could spend hours trying to get all the treasure. There's a way back. But there's also treasure on these dudes, too. In case they don't get killed by Chrono's sword, that is. I look at charm out items from an enemy. Some of the steals have been changed in this game to just be regular, like, potions and such, but these guys have a dream gun for Luca. There's a few other weapons in here that are better than the prehistoric set, so I kind of want them too. I could also charm another dream gun off of this guy, but I'm waiting for Ayla to fill up. Ayla. If you say Ayla, her last name could be Mao. Oh, we got a feather off this one. That's not the best steal, is it? Try it again. Can we steal multiple times? Sometimes it just doesn't work. They don't fall for her charms. They increased her error rate in Chrono Trigger Plus, so she can't steal as often. There is a dual tech version of it that'll allow her to steal a lot better, but there's another dream gun. So if we somehow run low on money, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. We can sell a dream gun. And also, when you're equipping, you can just do this. Everybody else is here too. Right on the menu. Oh, wow! It fires lasers! In the prehistoric times! I like that. I'll take this hole. I wonder where this leads. This is the best hole you could get, the top right hole. It'll have 2 weevils and 2 flycatchers in it. And also another weevil somewhere on here that digs a hole. That'll lead to a ruby vest. No, an elixir, actually. So I'm gonna take that hole. Where is that hole? Oh, we have to go down this hole first. But the enemies don't like you doing that. What do the flycatchers have on the steal list? The flytraps have a dream bow for Marl. I might as well, since one's here. I'll only give it one shot, though. Don't want to be stealing all day now. Yeah, I gotta pedal off of that one. You can tell it's kind of MP intensive to keep on stealing. It's not like with Jeff and his spy ability, where he has a chance to steal items for free, at the cost of only his turn. But these fly traps will also try to sleep your party, or a member of your party. I choose Laser Beam! Dreambow? You got a Dreambow. There's also a very, very, very small chance of stealing from any enemy an item that has an address that actually calls for several items in a row. And you'll end up stealing something called the Loeb sword. It's like a combination of several swords. I think it's one of the names for the red katana, Loeb sword, iron sword, and something else. It doesn't show up in your inventory, it does absolutely nothing, it's just an error in the programming. I personally haven't stolen a Loeb sword, but I know people who have. But that was in the original game. I don't know if they fixed that here, or actually made it a new item. I haven't ran across it. Right. We want one of these evil weevils to dig a hole, so we can get an elixir. But we do get a ruby vest, even though I could just farm for those. It's super easy. I got lots of parts. I have like 80 parts. I had like 80 parts before I went on a selling spree. It was mental. It was absolutely mental. Those news are really good for pretty much everything. You guys feel like digging sometime today? Anytime today? I'm just gonna hide here and speed up time a little bit, because, you know, this is called Chrono Trigger. Digging? Yes? No? Anytime? We're moving at like 100 times speed. We got 65 million years, buddy. We could wait here all day. Dig! Alright, fine. You know what? The heck with you guys. Just start the battle. We stole the dream gun, we stole the dream bow. Isla needs some MP really badly. Sadly, Robo still has the single tech all attacks here. Except for really Wind Slash, and that's about it. Only a line of sight attack. So in the early game, you have like a dearth of area of effect abilities, unless you're willing to waste turns on dual techs. Speaking of which, do we have any more of those? I think I used all the dual techs for this particular team. Yeah, I think I'm out of them. Max Cyclone, Drill Kick. Yeah, we used all of these. I would have to change the team up, and I don't really want to change the team up because this team's pretty good for the boss. And we can't even change out Isla. And Chrono is great against Dinosaur. Certainly don't want to get rid of him. Now we have this giant room, filled with reptiles. Some of them are guarding treasure. I think I could swipe this? No, I can't. Oh, he has a friend! Some of the other rooms would have had this guy in it. The Megasaur. The Megasaur is weak against lightning. He's one of the things that get electrocuted. And he's holding an Aeon Blade for Chrono. And I really don't want to kill that Reptile right away, because that Reptile also has a steel. He has a arm for Robo. And I forgot to show you what Ayla uses as equipment. The Reptile could also put your party to sleep, so... Oh, it didn't work! Well, there's more Reptiles where he came from. They really don't have much health. Electricity does not last long, but it does lower their defensive power a little. Otherwise, you wouldn't do as much damage. Maybe like 50% less? It's a big drop. It's a big drop in damage if you don't shock him. It's advised to. Well, he was guarding a full ether. This one was guarding a rock helm. I'm gonna steal from this guy. His friends are just gonna run around. I could steal for the money. but I'd rather steal for the arm. Anything new here? I think Robo Tackle's new. We haven't used that one yet. Well, there's the Magma Hand for Robo. Gonna shock this dude. I do remember we have one more single tech for Isla I want to show off. So many techs, and we didn't even get to, like, Marl or Luca yet. Those will be coming up later when I change the team out again. We got Rock Throw. Where there is no rocks, only Yeet. A very impressive Yeet, too. She invented the first seismic toss. In about 65 million years, they'll make a Pokemon. And then she'll teach them the ability. Yet somehow she's going to be immortal. I mean, if humans could be in 65 million BC, they could become immortal if they want to. Why the heck not? Well, that's all the steals. Got a magma hand. It used to be called a magma arm. For Robo. Isla just equips her fists. I forget if there's actual upgrades for the fist, or she just fists. She fists really good. Why are you giggling? She uses her fist! Is that a dirty? Did I do a dirty? I'm gonna do this guy dirty. Volt Bite. Time for some badassery. This is such a fun move to watch. Biting him with electricity. Only an Unga Bunga could have thought of that. These enemies don't really have anything to steal that's good. It's just animal parts. Can we sneak past this cave ape? No, we can't! He saw us. We're gonna have to fight it. Oh, no, don't Volt Bite that! Ah! What a waste of MP and coolness. Those shiitakes do not have a lot of health. I could have just laser beamed them. The ape does not do much damage now. Then again, we are wearing some of the best items for this particular part of the game. Because we farmed them. The cave ape is very shadow resistant though. It looks like it came from the pits of hell. More electric teeth for you. And that cave right to the left of us. In case you wanted to go back to the Evil Weevil room and pick up some more items, you could just go through here, and you'll end up at a hole. We'll take you right back to the Evil Weevil room, if you wanted to. Ah, crap, not again. No, not... Ah, I did it again! I'm just in my haste to kill. Alright, we'll just physical them. Burn them down. I already used my time powers once today. I'm a Chocobo. I'm allowed to use time powers as much as I want. Sadly, there is a mandatory fight coming up. I need the MP. I also need the healing. Robo's got both of these things. Whole party heals! Courtesy of technology. Now we're good. It's more Reptites and a Megasaur. We already stole from these guys. So we really could have avoided faffing about and just stole from these dudes, but then again, it could have failed and I could have accidentally killed them. Oh, I never used Cat Attack yet, did I? Cat Attack is just basically a physical. Like everything. She just bites and claws at them a whole bunch. With her fists that she could apparently take off. Could have just had a couple dashes where her fists are, or her weapon. Well, I did that whole panic thing for nothing. Wonder why it says the Village of Magic. We're clearly not at a Village of Magic. I don't think this village would understand magic if it, you know, whizzed in their cornflakes. I don't know why the magic would whiz in their cornflakes, but it's magic. It can do what it wants. Azala, I presume. with our Kefka music. It's the queen of the reptiles. You know, you have to stop the whole being human thing. It's not working. I mean, look at them. I'll let you figure out who I was talking to. So, Azella, no. We're not telling her about the key. She might use it for some nefarious purposes. If you do tell her, she doesn't believe you anyway, because the party is currently humans and a robot. Oh my. That's one chunky dinosaur. Looks like he skipped light day, though. This guy looks like he bench presses Gastornises. Gastorni. So that's where they went. So let's see what we got on him. Nothing? Nope, lightning bolts for you. This is Nizbel. He has about 4,000 HP. And he can get disabled by lightning. And then he starts taking a heck ton of damage off of everything he can do. It's best to save your tech points on Chrono for doing lightning. You get about 1 free turn of damage. But he'll eventually show you why he's muscular. Anytime now. He could flex out his electrocution energy. But then you could reapply it. Effectively, you could stun-lock Nizbel into a cycle of being electrocuted and then flexing it away. I gotta admit, that's a really badass move. Not quite as good as being electrocuted and then biting people with it, but he just flexes his muscles and expels electrical energy. That's crazy buff. I'm sure some jocks in Animal Crossing will be jealous about that. I'm gonna try another charm on this guy. I have a feeling he might have something secret on him. I don't know. I just got that feeling. Haha, it's the meme number, did you see it? There's a meme number there. I was waiting for him to flex. Robo's main duty is keeping everybody alive. He's not that great at doing so. And also, counters can't work against him as well. So Rage Band is not exactly getting a whole lot of mileage lately. It was either physical resistant dudes or now this guy. Anything? Oh, it's like I thought that counts. I guess that means he doesn't have a thing. Yep. Rock Storm for you. Why is it a Rock Storm? I don't know. My brain is broken. I'm just waiting for that lightning flex. I know it's coming. There it is. It's all about patience with Nizbel, waiting for that lightning flex, and then getting your chance to strike. But he does have other moves. He does have like an earthquake, that he could stomp the ground and hit everybody. He has a charge that could do a little bit of damage. But this boss fight is all about just keeping him electrocuted. And then throwing him up in the air. Dual techs can work too. You're more efficient doing the single techs on him. Because they deal quite a bit of damage when he's electrocuted. And Robo ain't going to be doing much Robo tackling anyway because he's in heal duty. Let's keep everybody topped off. Keep everybody above like 150 health for the electrocute. And you're golden. Can I sneak in one of these? No, I can't sneak in one of them. There's just no point hitting him when he's not shocked, because his defensive power is just that high. You saw the counters, it was only doing like 8 or 9 damage. And that counts magic too. Somehow this guy is so buff he resists magic. I thought that was going to kill him. We should be coming up under the 4,000 mark sooner or later. I accidentally sold my sight scope, so I can't really tell how much HP he has left, even if I wanted to. And there goes Nizbel. He was too buff for this world. There is such a thing as being too buff. And he was only worth 10 tech points. Jeez, I could go back to the news for that. Alright, Azala, a deal's a deal. You gotta hand back that key now. We killed your Nizbel. I appreciate what you're doing. Chronologically, you're right. You should rule this world. But I have a feeling we're gonna have to kill her in the future. Sorry in advance. At least she's an honest villain. She could have ran off with that gate key. I'm not quite sure why Chrono was in the shocked pose like the entire time. I mean, he saw Azala before. I think Isla had a little bit of a gastrointestinal problem there. You know, we just had a party, and now she got electrocuted and bit people. I wonder what Nizbel tasted like. By the way, in the Plus version, you could take Isla after this sequence, which I am going to do. It doesn't mess with her previous sequence, and she's kinda glitchy. There's a possibility that Isla could just, like, straight up vanish. So maybe I shouldn't have done that? It doesn't have any script for what's coming up. Nor does she... what else doesn't she do? Besides not use magic, because she's an Unga Bunga. Oh yeah, she can't steal from the next section either, because steal shouldn't technically exist, so the enemies don't have a steal table. At least I don't think so. Also, why is Marl in a party? Marl, I appreciate you. You are a healer, and you do get some cool spells eventually. In fact, we should check out some of those before we're done for today. That's not the button I wanted to press. We go down here tomorrow. She does get haste, which is exactly what it does in Final Fantasy games. So we need to get back to the gate. We need to get back to the end of time. These enemies are persistent and insistent. Both things, if it ends with a tent. Which is usually what happens to save points. And now I'm just babbling. Well, this was a fun section and all. We kind of did it out of order. We got a little overpowered. Our weapons are going to be overpowered. And we're going to get an even more broken weapon next time, too. But I just want to get back to the end of time. You can't do this before, because obviously you don't have the gate key. You can't jump off the cliff, the gate won't open, you'll just break your legs. Game over. Return of Lavos. And Ganon. Lavos and Ganon, buddying it up at the end of the world. Well, I'm sure the old man is going to be upset with us. We kinda imbalanced everything by showing up at prehistory with like a bunch of humans. Do you really want to explain to me why Gestornis wasn't there? Alright, he has nothing to say. One final thing I can do. We do have a new party member now. Let's go introduce her to Specchio. We'll sub Robo out. I'm really dependent on Robo, jeez. He has the all-heal, he has the laser beams. But Isla, what did she get? She has no elements. She was born before magic existed? That's a big story hint. So I thought magic was some kind of natural element that just heroes have, but she predates even magic. Which means something happened in the past that caused magic to happen in the first place, so humans could be irresponsible with it. Next time on Chrono Trigger Plus, we need to get back on the beaten temporal path. We need to go to Truce Canyon. I need to go to Medina Village and buy that Zanmato. And then we could beat ourselves a Ganondorf eventually. We need to do that. Man, I forgot all about that. Good night, folks.